your health tonight. The warnings about seed oils are everywhere on social media, right? And plenty of people and even businesses are listening.
The warnings about seed oils are everywhere, but it's not just social media noise. In November 2025, UC Riverside published a study in the Journal of Lipid Research showing that soybean oil, America's most consumed cooking oil, alters gene expression in the brain and is directly linked to obesity, diabetes, and neurological damage. A 2025 investigation by The Examination found that 64% of common packaged food products contained hexane, a neurotoxin and component of gasoline used to chemically extract seed oils during processing. Today, I'm exposing 10 toxic seed oil brands Americans are eating every single day and revealing 4 alternatives you can actually trust. Starting with number 10, Crisco. Crisco is as American as it gets. For over a century, it's been the go-to shortening in kitchens across the country. Fried chicken, pie crusts, biscuits. It's a brand people grew up with and trusted completely. Here's what that trust actually bought you. For the first 100 years of Crisco's existence, its primary ingredient was partially hydrogenated cottonseed oil, trans fat. The same substance the FDA finally banned in 2015, after declaring it not generally recognized as safe. The ban didn't fully go into effect until 2018. That means Crisco was selling a product the FDA now admits is unsafe for human consumption for over a century, and they kept selling it right up until the government forced them to stop. The science on trans fats had been building since the 1990s. A landmark 1993 Harvard study published in The Lancet found that trans fat consumption significantly increased the risk of coronary heart disease. The American Heart Association began advising against trans fat consumption in 2006. The FDA took until 2015 to act. During all of that time, Crisco continued to sell partially hydrogenated oil to American families. After the ban, Crisco reformulated. Today, their vegetable shortening and oils are primarily soybean oil, the same oil the UC Riverside study linked to obesity, diabetes, and neurological damage. The 2025 study, published in the Journal of Lipid Research, found that soybean oil dysregulates over 100 genes in the hypothalamus, including genes associated with oxytocin production, neurological function, and metabolic regulation. They swapped one banned substance for another harmful one. No apology, no acknowledgement, just a quiet reformulation and continued sales. But at least Crisco never called their product natural. This next brand did, and paid millions for it. Number 9, Wesson. Wesson built their entire marketing identity around the phrase 100% natural. It's printed right on the label. It's in their advertising. It's the reason millions of Americans chose Wesson over competitors. It was a lie. In 2023, Wesson's parent company, Conagra Foods, settled a class action lawsuit for $3 million after being accused of falsely advertising their oils as natural. The problem? Wesson oils are made from genetically modified corn and soy, crops engineered in a lab to survive being sprayed with industrial herbicides like glyphosate. A federal court found sufficient merit in the claim that Conagra knowingly misled consumers. The original lawsuit was filed in 2011 in the Southern District of New York. It took over a decade of litigation before Conagra agreed to settle. During that entire time, Wesson continued to sell the same product with the same 100% natural label. The settlement class covered consumers who purchased Wesson oils in California, Colorado, Florida, Illinois, Indiana, Nebraska, New York, Ohio, Oregon, South Dakota, and Texas between 2011 and 2023. Every time you bought Wesson thinking you were getting something pure, you were buying GMO-derived soybean oil extracted with chemical solvents labeled as natural. The settlement didn't require Conagra to admit wrongdoing. They paid $3 million and moved on. The oil itself is still the same soybean oil linked to the UC Riverside findings. The label just got a little quieter about the natural claim. This next brand got caught with something even more alarming in the bottle. Number 8, Mazola. Mazola markets their canola oil as 100% pure. Simple claim, completely false. In June 2022, a class action lawsuit was filed against Mazola in federal court, alleging that their 100% pure canola oil contains hexane. The complaint cited independent laboratory testing that found 0.97 micrograms of hexane per gram of Mazola canola oil. Hexane is a petrochemical solvent and a known neurotoxin. It's also a component of gasoline. The presence of hexane proves the oil was not expeller pressed, a mechanical process that physically squeezes oil from the seed. Mazola uses solvent extraction because it's faster and cheaper. The solvent is supposed to be removed during processing, but as the testing showed, it isn't fully removed. So Mazola is charging you for 100% pure canola oil and delivering a product that contains trace amounts of gasoline solvent. That's not a technicality, that's fraud. If you're liking the video, hit the hype button. Number 7. PAM Cooking Spray. PAM is a kitchen staple. The convenience is undeniable. It's in virtually every American kitchen. The non-stick promise is real, and for decades nobody questioned what was actually in the can. Here's what's in the can. The primary propellant in most PAM varieties is a blend of canola oil and chemical propellants, including diacetyl and acetylpropionyl. Diacetyl is a flavoring compound used to create the artificial butter taste in PAM butter flavor. It is also the compound responsible for a lung disease called bronchiolitis obliterans, a condition so severe it has been nicknamed popcorn lung because it was first identified in workers at microwave popcorn factories who inhaled diacetyl vapor during production. In February 2026, a California jury awarded Roland Esparza $25 million in a lawsuit against Conagra Brands. Esparza claimed long-term use of PAM butter-flavored cooking spray caused severe lung damage due to exposure to diacetyl and acetylpropionyl. The jury found Conagra negligent for failing to warn consumers about the risks associated with inhaling the spray. Conagra knew about the diacetyl risk. Workers in their own manufacturing facilities had been diagnosed with lung disease from exposure to the same compounds. They chose not to warn consumers. The canola oil itself, the primary ingredient, is a seed oil extracted with hexane, the same neurotoxin found in Mazola. So PAM gives you hexane-extracted canola oil delivered via a chemical propellant that can permanently scar your lungs, and it's marketed as a healthy, low-calorie cooking solution. This next brand has a history that goes back even further. Number 6. Parquet. Parquet margarine has been around since the 1930s. For decades, it was marketed as a healthier alternative to butter. It was anything but. For most of its history, Parquet was made with partially hydrogenated oils, trans fats. The same trans fats that the FDA finally banned in 2015 after decades of evidence linking them to cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, organ damage, and cognitive decline. According to one former head of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, eliminating trans fats from the food supply could prevent up to 100,000 deaths from heart disease per year in the United States alone. In 2016, a lawsuit was filed against Conagra, Parquet's parent company, by Troy Backus in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of California. Case number 3:2016V00454. The lawsuit alleged that Conagra used partially hydrogenated oils in its margarine products and mislabeled them as promoting a healthy lifestyle. Despite the FDA's 2015 determination that PHOs were not generally recognized as safe, the packaging specifically used phrases like, "The delicious taste enhances your favorite foods while maintaining your healthy lifestyle," a direct health claim on a product the FDA had already determined was dangerous. A separate class action filed in 2017, Margell McFadden and Mark Beasley versus Conagra Brands Incorporated, case number 3:17-CV-00387 in the Northern District of California, sought damages of $25 million or more for the same deceptive labeling across multiple Conagra margarine products. Parquet has since reformulated, but its primary ingredients are still soybean and palm oil. They removed the banned ingredient. They kept the marketing strategy. But this next brand has been running a specific kind of deception for far longer. Number 5. Country Crock. Country Crock has been an American refrigerator since the 1940s. The brand built its identity on a simple promise: the taste of butter without the saturated fat. For generations, that was enough. People bought it, doctors recommended it, and Unilever, the company that owned it for decades, made billions. Then in 2017, Unilever sold Country Crock to Upfield, a private equity-backed company whose entire business model is selling processed oil blends as butter substitutes. Upfield relaunched Country Crock as a plant butter product, leaning hard into the plant-based trend. The new packaging features rustic farm imagery and prominently displays "made with olive oil" on the front label. But a class action lawsuit filed in California State Court in August 2024 alleges this is deceptive marketing. The lawsuit, Berge et versus Upfield, U.S. Incorporated, case number 3:24-CV-07556-TSH, was filed by plaintiffs Sivan Berge and Idri Shade. It claims that country crock plant butter is made mostly from cheaper vegetable oils, including palm oil, soybean oil, and canola oil, with olive oil being a minor ingredient that does not meaningfully change the nutritional profile of the product. The lawsuit argues that Upfield is exploiting the health halo of olive oil, a product with a genuine body of research supporting its benefits, to sell a product that is primarily a blend of industrial seed oils. Consumers are paying a premium for what they believe is an olive oil-based spread. What they're getting is soybean and canola oil with a small amount of olive oil added for marketing purposes. If this is opening your eyes, hit that like button and subscribe. Which brand surprised you most? Drop it in the comments. Now let's get to the top 4 worst offenders. Number 4, Smart Balance. Smart Balance is the most cynically marketed product on this list. Their entire brand identity is built around the claim that their oil blend is scientifically formulated to support healthy cholesterol levels and heart health. The packaging is covered in health claims. They use phrases like clinically tested and heart-healthy blend. They position themselves as the product for people who've done their research, the health-conscious consumer who reads labels, who pays attention, who thinks they're making the right choice. Smart Balance is a blend of soybean oil, canola oil, and palm oil. All 3 are seed or industrial oils. All 3 are extracted with chemical solvents or high-heat processing. The soybean oil is linked to the UC Riverside neurological findings. The canola oil carries the hexane contamination risk documented in the Mazola lawsuit. The palm oil adds processing and environmental concerns. In 2012, a class action lawsuit was filed against Smart Balance in the U.S. District Court for the District of New Jersey, alleging that their heart-healthy marketing claims were deceptive and not supported by independent scientific evidence. The lawsuit specifically targeted the claim that Smart Balance helps block cholesterol, a claim that relies on plant sterols added to the formula, not on the underlying oil blend itself. The complaint argued that the presence of plant sterols does not make the product heart-healthy when the base ingredients are industrial seed oils with documented inflammatory effects. In 2010, a separate class action was filed in California under the Consumer Legal Remedies Act and false advertising law, alleging that Smart Balance deceptively labeled their butter substitute. The case was allowed to proceed to the next stage, with the court finding sufficient basis for the claims. Smart Balance is specifically targeting the people most likely to pay a premium for something that sounds scientific. They are exploiting health literacy to sell a product that contradicts the very science they claim to be based on. But the most deceptive brand on this list isn't the one that admits it's not butter. It's the one that claims to be the smart, scientific choice. Number 3, I can't believe it's not butter. The name is the marketing strategy. It's designed to make you believe you're getting something equivalent to butter. What you're actually getting is a blend of soybean oil and palm oil. In the class action lawsuit Jennifer Zazumbo, et al. Versus Unilever United States Incorporated, filed in the Superior Court of California, it was revealed that the spray version of the product, marketed as having 0 calories, actually contained 1,160 calories per bottle and was 40% vegetable oil. The company used artificially small serving sizes to deceive consumers. That's the level of honesty we're dealing with here. This next brand is a staple at a popular discount grocery store. Number 2, Aldi's Carlini Pure Vegetable Oil. Aldi has a cult following for its low prices and unique products, but their Carlini Pure Vegetable Oil is a prime example of deceptive packaging. The label features images of cucumbers, broccoli, and carrots, leading consumers to believe the oil is a blend of those vegetables. But as a class action lawsuit filed in Maryland federal court in March 2025 alleges Graham et al. Versus Aldi Inc., case number 1 colon 24-CV-02818-RDB, the product is 100% soybean oil. The lawsuit claims Aldi conceals this fact by listing it in small print on the side of the label. You think you're buying a unique vegetable blend, but you're getting pure soybean oil. But the most deceptive brand on this list is a classic that has been in American kitchens for generations. Number 1, Fleischmann's. Fleischmann's is known for yeast, but their margarine and oil products have been in American kitchens for generations. And for most of that time, their flagship product was partially hydrogenated vegetable oil, trans fat, marketed aggressively as a heart-healthy alternative to butter. In a class action lawsuit filed in the Northern District of California, Margell McFadden and Mark Beasley versus Conagra Brands Inc., case number 3:17-CV-00387. The plaintiffs allege that Conagra misrepresented these products as healthy when they actually contained trans fat, a substance the FDA has declared unsafe. Fleischmann's was one of the key players in the decades-long campaign to replace natural animal fats with industrial vegetable oils. They funded research, ran advertising, and lobbied to position margarine as the scientifically superior choice. We now know that campaign was built on manipulated science. The trans fats Fleischmann's sold for decades are directly linked to cardiovascular disease. The FDA banned them, and Fleischmann's, like every other trans fat producer, quietly reformulated to soybean and corn oil and kept selling. No apology. No acknowledgement that they spent decades telling Americans to eat something that was killing them. Just a new formula in the same shelf space. Okay, let's take a breath. I know that was a lot of bad news, but they're not all bad. There are some good ones. So, let's get into the good ones. Number 1. Extra virgin olive oil, Cobra Mustade. For seed oil replacement, you want Cobra Mustade. They passed the 2024 North American Olive Oil Association quality study. They publish harvest dates, third-party lab results, and polyphenol levels. Cobra Mustade presses olives within 4 to 6 hours of harvest and stores in nitrogen-capped tanks to prevent oxidation. Extra virgin olive oil has a smoke point around 375 to 405 degrees Fahrenheit, fine for sautéing, roasting, and most everyday cooking. Number 2. Extra virgin olive oil, California Olive Ranch. California Olive Ranch is another excellent choice. They are a domestic producer with full traceability. They also passed the 2024 North American Olive Oil Association quality study and are known for their commitment to quality and transparency. Their oils are widely available and a great option for everyday use. Number 3. Avocado oil, Chosen Foods. For high heat cooking, searing, frying, roasting above 400 degrees, avocado oil is the best option. But as we covered in our avocado oil video, 82% of avocado oils on the market are either fake or rancid. The brand that passed UC Davis laboratory testing for purity and freshness is Chosen Foods. They test every batch and maintain full traceability from grove to bottle. They have a smoke point of around 500 degrees Fahrenheit and have been independently verified. Number 4. Grass-fed butter or ghee, Kerrygold. The original cooking fat. Before the vegetable oil industry spent decades convincing Americans that butter was dangerous, humans had been cooking with animal fats for thousands of years without the chronic disease epidemic we have today. Grass-fed butter from Kerrygold is rich in fat-soluble vitamins A, E, and K2, conjugated linoleic acid, and butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid with documented gut health benefits. These are nutrients that don't exist in seed oils. For higher smoke points or dairy-sensitive individuals, GE is clarified butter with the milk solids removed. Kerrygold also makes a great ghee. Let's wrap this up. The seed oil industry has been poisoning American kitchens for over a century. First with trans fats, now with soybean and canola oil, and the brands on this list have been profiting from it the entire time. As consumers, our power is in our purchasing decisions. Stop buying the brands with proven track records of failure and support the brands that are doing it right. Now go check your pantry. If you've got any of those 10 brands we just covered, it's time for an upgrade. Let me know in the comments which of these brands you're throwing out tonight. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.